This training video is a capture of an interactive online training module. While this training video provides you with valuable content, the optimal experience can only be had by navigating to the Extreme Networks website and accessing this interactive training through our Educational Services portal.
Module 2 Overview. In this module, we are going to discuss the anatomy of ExtremeXOS scripting function commands, built-in functions, script logic and control structures. We're going to break down a script, and we're going to provide a brief introduction to the tool command language documentation. We'll also have a video demonstration. In this demonstration, we are going to show another example of extensibility and power through ExtremeXOS scripting. This is being done on an X450A running 12.3.1.2. As you can see, the command that is sitting at the CLI, load script grep show switch time. What we're doing here is we are passing the time variable into the script and having that be the search function through the show switch command. And as you can see, it has displayed anything that has time in it. This is case sensitive. What this script does is show the effectiveness of scripting by the feature emulation that was created without having to go through an operating system change. Within ExtremeXOS, there exists the ability to use operators. What this allows you to do is manipulate and evaluate strings and variables. Some operators can be used in all numeric expressions, while others are restricted to integer or string expressions. All the operators that we mention in this module can be found in the ExtremeXOS Concepts Guide under Using Operators. Built-in functions allow you to manipulate and evaluate variables inside your script, and we're going to go over those. First, let's introduce the anatomy of a scripted command. As you can see, the XOS command set var with the variable. Then we have the initialization. The next piece of the command tells the operating system that a tickle or tool command language function is to follow. And then encapsulated in parentheses, you would have your function. For example, in this case, set var variable TCL to follow function argument. So this is an actual example. Set var my var TCL split, and we're taking in the created system variable CLI out and informing it that we want to split the CLI out into a list based on every new line it sees, whereas that is the \n in double quotes. So set var my var TCL function to follow split, and we're taking in CLI out, which you will remember from module 1, and we're telling it to split on every new line. So here we see output of the example that was given for this function. Set var my var tickle function to follow split CLI out new line. And we see the screen capture output. If you look at the top part of the screen capture, you'll see the command is actually entered. And then we do a show var my var to show what happens when we do this split. Now if you'll see, the first set of brackets is empty. That is the starting point of the list. This is an indexed list, and that starts at 0. So when you're using your tool command language functions to call to the index, remember the operating system counts from 0. So you'll see the second nested portion of the list is sysname, US Corp SE Home Office Lab, then syslocation, and so on. This is the output of the split command, and as you can see, the anatomy of the command, we are setting a var my var, and throughout scripting, we are setting and manipulating variables with the various built-in functions, including, in this case, tool command language. Another built-in function that is available in scripting is the read command. We break down the anatomy here, as you can see in the green set var variable. This is a reoccurring theme that you'll notice throughout the module, where again we're setting and manipulating variables. We have the read command, we're invoking the read function, and in parentheses is where you would encapsulate what you want to prompt your user with instructions or what they are going to enter into the variable. So breaking down this command, we are setting var variable, read, and the user prompt. And now we can see an example of this output, and we can see how it's used. So again, we're setting var variable read, and then we're prompting the user with what information they should enter into the variable. So when you're setting this var, the read function will take in the next set of data and populate it into our container for data or our variable. So we set var read, and then the user prompt. And in the captured output, we see set var myvar read. Then we instruct, for simplicity's sake, please enter information. And as you can see, I've entered in an RFC 1918 IP address. This can be useful in cases when you want to have an interactive script that needs an IP address or it needs a VLAN name. So when your script is running, you can have an engineer enter in information on the fly. This is a very powerful command. Another built-in function we're going to cover is uppercase. So we're setting var variable uppercase string. What this does is it returns the string that was entered in and passes it through the uppercase function and makes all lowercase uppercase. Now we can see the captured output of the uppercase function in action, and we also demonstrate a concept of manipulating a variable while setting the variable. So in this case, we set var myvar uppercase, but we pass the uppercase function, the myvar variable, and we demonstrate this output in the screen capture. If you look in the screen capture, we are initially setting the myvar to a broadcast MAC address. Then we show the variable that it exists. Then we set myvar uppercase, passing it myvar, and the uppercase function manipulates the data inside the variable, and you reset it to that variable. And as you can see, it changed all the lowercase letters to uppercase letters. So we are showing the uppercase function, but we are also showing the idea that you can manipulate a variable in the same line and change the variable state while calling to the variable.